Welcome to my channel. Enjoy this video and subscribe my channel. 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 premieres in the next few weeks, and here's getting to know the 7 couples better, including the 3 returning ones from previous spin-offs. 90 Day Fiancé has always been a show about love, and the way couples can swim oceans for each other just to be together. These challenges that the American cast members face while reuniting with their international lovers as they make their journey to the aisle are what makes 90 Day Fiancé so special. It's not always the language differences or opposing families anymore. Each season offers so much more. The reality TV show has been on air for more than a decade now. However, nothing is stopping 90 Day Fiancé from introducing more stories about love, heartbreak, and betrayal to viewers. There's always something new for fans to look forward to apart from meeting new faces that each come with their colorful pasts and spoilers that make the season so irresistible. A look at how 90 Day Fiancé has upgraded as it enters its 11th year. Shekinah Garner and Sarper Guven. Shekinah and Sarper are probably one of the most recognizable couples from the franchise when it comes to newly introduced cast members. The pair were first seen in 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 5, where Shekinah flew to Turkey to live with Sarper. It was never a permanent move for Shekinah due to her teenage daughter and business in Los Angeles. She planned on going back to the U.S. every few months. Meanwhile, Sarper is hesitant about moving to the U.S. with Shekinah due to financial concerns and a desire for independence, even though his K-1 visa was approved. Sarper asked Shekinah to marry him in Turkey in hopes she would live with him there, rather than move forward with the K-1 visa. However, it was Shekinah's way, or the highway, for Sarper, who moved to the U.S. in August 2024, and, given the timeline, could now be married to Shekinah. Living with Shekinah poses a lot of problems for Sarper, who is tasked with winning over her family and daughter Sophie, and also proving he is no longer a bad boy, via EW. If not, Shekinah is okay with dumping Sarper and sending him back to Istanbul. Jessica Parsons and Juan David Daz, a mom of 2, Jessica from Wyoming, met Colombia native Juan while vacationing on a cruise ship. Jessica went to meet Juan with her 2 sons in Love in Paradise Season 4 to see how they'd get along. It was a trial run for when their K-1 visa would be approved. Jessica and Juan welcomed their baby in May 2023. In Season 11, Juan's loyalty will be put to the test as Jessica tries to figure out if Juan is at ease with swapping his carefree cruise ship bartender job for a full-time dad role in a sleepy town. Sean Finch and Alia de Batista. Celebrity hairstylist Sean had met Alia online and had been together with her for 3 years when they filmed Love in Paradise Season 4. Alia was assigned male at birth and embraced her feminine side a year and a half into the relationship. Sean soon realized that Douglas was happier being Alia, but never told his friends and family about her due to their 30-year age gap. Shockingly, Sean still had to come to terms with Alia's transition while she explores surgery. He has to decide if he will say "I do" to someone changing right before his eyes. Mahdi and Stevie. Mahdi is the first ever cast member from Iran to be featured in 90 Day Fiancé. He will be living in Mississippi with Stevie, who he met while learning English online. Stevie only spent a week together with Mahdi before bringing him to the States. Amid the complicated political climate, Mahdi is also homesick, which makes Stevie wonder if he's really in it for the long haul. The 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 trailer reveals that Mahdi will discover Stevie is bisexual after coming to America, where Stevie has not even told her dad anything about Mahdi. Mark and Mina's 25-year age gap has the American family questioning the Parisian woman's intentions, even though the couple shares a 2-year-old daughter together. Apart from having to adjust to living in a tranquil aviation community in rural New Hampshire, Mina the model has also left her 9-year-old son back home until his passport gets processed. She will also have to convince Mark's adult daughter, who thinks Mina had the baby, to lock Mark down. However, it looks difficult since Mina calls Jordan a snake and uninvites her from their wedding. Joan and Gregory are the only couple who don't feature in the trailer. It could mean that they are only introduced later on in the season, or that their story isn't interesting enough. However, the blurb does make it sound like viewers are in for a lot of drama from this relationship, as it's a case of opposites attract and looks like one that's headed for disaster. Greg from Long Island met Joan while he was in Uganda on a vacation. Joan is coming to the U.S. but with a lot of expectations from her husband-to-be. Joan works as an NGO director and is highly educated, while Greg is the exact opposite and doesn't have a job. The stability and security craving Joan will have to live with Greg under his mom's roof while realizing that she craves more from the man she has fallen for. Greg will be getting an ultimatum from Joan. She wants him to either get a job or lose her. It will be interesting to see if Greg steps up and meets Joan's expectations before the season ends and she goes back to Uganda. Matt, Amani and Amy. Coming to the highlight of the season, Matt and Amani are a married couple with 2 daughters who have been living in San Diego and have been married for a decade. However, Matt and Amani don't seem happy about the marriage, since they're looking to introduce a third. Bisexual woman Amani has explored polyamorous relationships in the past to keep the spark alive in their marriage. Both Amani and Matt fell for single mother and dancer Eni, who they met in Tijuana, and before the K-1 visa journey begins, they will be going to Mexico to meet Eni's family and friends. The 90-day fiancé couple has been in a relationship with Eni for a year, but they want to make it permanent by involving the K-1 visa. For that to happen, either Amani or Matt would have to marry Eni by getting a divorce. It is a big risk for the pair, who are still undecided about whether they are making the right decision. It remains to be seen if 90-day fiancé's first ever throuple manages to make it out intact when the season is over.